Trev Mook says, why are dragons in Western culture bringers of death and destruction that must be slain, while in the East they're portents of good fortune to be revered? Well, that's a great question, by the way. The dragon, the dragon, I already defined the dragon at some point, partly from a book I read a while back on dragons, as a tree, cat, snake, bird. The idea in the book was that the dragon was an imagistic representation of the class of all predators, which also might be why dragons also breathe fire, because fire was undoubtedly a common destructive agent in our evolutionary past. But the dragon is the most primordial symbol of that which lurks beyond which is known. In fact, it's even more primordial than that, because it even is that which lurks beyond what is unknown in some sense. Remember Donald Rumsfeld, unknown unknowns? Well, that's basically the dragon. There's some unknowns that pop up that you can master right away, and you could kind of think of those as known unknowns. But unknown unknowns are those things that pop up that you don't know how, you had no idea whatsoever that they even existed. Anyways, what's the character of an unknown unknown? Well, part of it's terrifying because it can do you in, right? But part of it's also positive, and because anything that's truly unknown brings it with it a tremendous amount of new possibility. That's why dragons hoard gold, or why they also hoard princesses or guard princesses. Hoard, I would say, is the right word. So I don't think the dragon in the West is a fully negative symbol, because the dragon has gold associated with it, or virgins. And the reason for that is that the hero who confronts the dragon gets the virgin, and that hasn't changed. That's a story as old as time, and I don't think it'll ever change as long as there are human beings. Now, why the Chinese put stress on the positive side and the West put stress on the negative side is difficult to say. I might say because the Chinese got organized so early, I have a sneaking suspicion that it was easier for them to see a little bit of chaos as something positive, something necessary and positive, as a counterbalance to the tremendous organizational weight of their state. That's the best answer that I've been able to formulate. So anyways, the dragon is a very complex and ambivalent symbol. It combines everything into one symbol, positive and negative, and then you can stress the positive or you can stress the negative. You could also say to some degree that whether a dragon is positive or negative depends to some degree on the manner in which you approach it, because the psychological reality is that dragons approached voluntarily well small are most likely to be positive. And that's a really good thing to know in your life. It's a good reason, it's a good rule of thumb to help you stop avoiding things that you shouldn't avoid, so that they don't grow and magnify beyond your capacity to deal with them. 孤独な影を背負ったままで